You've felt it before. The heart-stopping moment when a crypto you hold spikes to the ceiling. The thrill, the disbelief, the electric rush of it all. You know you felt it. We've all felt it. Remember? It probably wasn't that long ago. One morning, you chose to check your crypto balance. At first, maybe you thought what you were looking at was a bug. You probably clicked refresh. And it's still there. Could it be? Is that the actual number? It seems that overnight, your little pile of hobby money has rocketed to the moon. You take a deep breath. Your heart races. Wait, this is real? Quickly, you started checking other apps, refreshing browser tabs all over the place, scanning through price charts while swimming through an ocean of social media posts. And looks like everyone's talking about it. The apps and the websites tell the same story. It's not just in your head. Which means, holy Cinderella, Batman. Do you remember how it felt? It wasn't that long ago. A perfect storm of excitement floods through your body as your own mind begins to vibrate the air around you with some new type of unlocked energy. Everything feels amazing, awesome, incredible. This is victory, triumph, glory. This is going to change everything. It finally happened. You picked a winner. It took so long and so many tries, but you did it. For the rest of that day, you celebrated with others who made the same choice. The enthusiasm is contagious. Someone says, this pump is just the beginning. You definitely felt the exact same way. They're right, obviously. Really, it couldn't be clearer. Last night's price surge was merely a short-term glimpse of the project's long-term potential. And now everyone knows it. It's only up from here. That night, you slept quite well, didn't you? Dreaming dreams of limitless wealth and infinite possibility. When you awoke the next morning, you felt majestic, remember? And what was our top priority on that majestic new day? To check our balance again, of course. But then, when you checked, something felt off. The number went down. Nothing to worry about, right? Could that just be a small correction? Well, that's not a big deal, right? You certainly weren't going to let something small like that ruin your big day. Besides, you had plans today, big plans. Today, you're going to do the most important thing of all. Reward yourself for that amazingly lucrative investment you made. No time to sit around staring at screens today. We needed to get out of the house, go to the most expensive shop in town, and buy something nice, right? I mean, why not? You earned it. Later, after a long day of maxing out your credit card, you came back home. That day of shopping worked wonders on your mood, and you felt wonderful. Finally inside, you head straight to your favorite screen. You check your balance again. This time, the number is different. Let's try a refresh. Wait. No way. Your heart sinks. A sudden panic invades your chest. This is not just a small dip. The price has dropped. And not just a little. It's crashed. This can't be true. Your stomach twists as you stare at the screen. Did this really just happen? Today? You can't look away, but you can't believe what you're seeing. Those gains are gone. That mountain of money you had just earlier that morning has vanished. It's like your dreams just evaporated in an instant. How did this happen? You frantically search the internet for some explanation. You rush to check the price charts again, looking for some sign of reversal. But it's not just a one-time tumble. The price keeps falling. Your confidence is gone, replaced with anxiety. What once felt like victory now feels like defeat, like betrayal, like robbery. Your mind races. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't supposed to happen. But it did. And now you're left with that sharp sting, that gut-wrenching feeling of loss. You literally had it in your hands, but now it's gone. You'll never forget how it felt. The excitement, the celebration, followed by the anguish, the realization that somehow you were wrong. Now you're staring at a number that only reminds you of your mistake, and it feels like the breath has been knocked out of your lungs. You remember that feeling, right? So, do we ever want that to happen to us again? I doubt it. So now it's time to ask ourselves, what do we need to do differently next time? What do we need to know now that we didn't know before? Think back to that moment. That moment of pain as you watched your profits turn into losses. That story didn't have to end like that, right? That story would be different if you had sold earlier, right? Consider this question. What if, when that happens again, you had a way to know when to sell? A clear tell, something you could trust. What are we talking about? We're talking about the power of analysis. In a nutshell, analysis is something that can help you make better decisions. In finance, there are two main types of analysis. One of them you've likely heard of, technical analysis, or TA. Now, what's TA? Well, TA is all about patterns. TA traders look at charts, lines, and numbers, and they try to predict what will happen next. That is, if they can spot the patterns on time, and tell the real patterns apart from the fake ones. Now in crypto, TA is everywhere. People draw lines on graphs and call them strategies. They use it because it's easy to see. If you're like most people in crypto, it's probably the only type of analysis you've heard of. After all, crypto is saturated with TA. It's fast, flashy, and fits the impulsive nature of the space. But the truth is that technical analysis can never tell you everything. Even the best technical charts can fail. Why? Because they're only one part of the story. Now, a guy named Martin Zweig knew this. Zweig wasn't just any trader, he was a legend. To this day, he is considered one of the most successful traders ever in financial history. In fact, he was famous for using TA. He is even credited with making TA more popular. He used TA for trading stocks and regularly beat the market. He made so much money from his investments that he bought a mansion in New York City. Not just any mansion, but a 3-story penthouse on the top floor of the Pierre Hotel. It's true, Zweig lived a life of luxury most people can only dream about. In fact, his penthouse is still one of the most expensive homes in the world to this day. But Zweig's massive trading gains, they weren't random. They weren't a fluke. Nor did they come from relying solely on technical analysis. The truth about Martin Zweig's success? He had a secret. In his strategies, he would always use fundamental analysis first. Fundamental analysis, or FA, is the other major type of financial analysis. Then he would support his major FA strategies with some minor TA to get a little extra certain of his plans. He used TA to help with his timing, but it was FA that told him which assets were worth investing in at all. So, what's the difference between TA and FA? Like we said before, TA looks at patterns. But FA digs deeper. Fundamental analysis looks at the bigger picture, the total picture. Not only looking at the wide view, but the tiny overlooked details as well. FA looks at what's behind the price action. Not just what the charting websites show you for free, but more importantly, what they're choosing not to show you. FA digs into the true value of an asset, its purpose, its potential, its financial health. Zweig knew that charts alone would only fail him. His profitable strategy of sprinkling some light TA onto a solid base of heavy FA was what showed Zweig's true genius. It's what allowed him to see the fullest possible picture so that he could make the informed decisions that built his empire. Without FA, TA is like trying to navigate with a broken compass. Again, the legendary technical analysis trader Martin Zweig never invested like this. FA was always the main thing for him. And yet, in crypto, fundamental analysis is basically non-existent. Think about it. How often do you see anyone talking about the fundamentals of a project? Sure, there's hype, plenty of it, but true FA? it's almost unheard of. And that's the problem. Because without FA, you're just left guessing. You're constantly chasing fads, relying on gut feelings, or the latest influencer's hot take. Do you think Martin Zweig would trade like this? Doubtful. So what can we learn from the story of Martin Zweig? What do we know now that we didn't know before? Do we know now why you felt that pain? Do we know now why your gains disappeared? Let's think about past experience. You didn't have fundamental analysis. If you had FA then, you would have known how to tell when to sell. And that story from before would have a different ending, wouldn't it? So now, let me ask you this. What if that changed for you? What if there really was a way to bring simple and easy fundamental analysis into your crypto strategy? What if it gave you the clarity you needed to avoid the countless crypto crashes and seize new opportunities with confidence? Now, can you imagine what that could make your future look like? What if you could finally avoid the devastating pain of holding through a loss? What if you could clearly know exactly when to sell? For too long, crypto traders have been stuck in a loop, relying on only one of the tools they need, technical analysis. But Martin Zweig proved that true trading success won't come from TA alone. The missing piece, fundamental analysis. That's where Pirate AVAX comes in. It's a new kind of cryptocurrency that gives you something others just can't, fundamental analysis. Pirate AVAX is not just another meme coin that's destined to die within the week. It's a game changer. Designed with the principles of fundamental analysis at its core, Pirate AVAX gives you insights that were once impossible in crypto. How? Pirate AVAX doesn't just show you price charts. It provides you with deep, actionable data about the underlying health and potential of the asset on multiple different dashboards. With Pirate AVAX, you get clarity, real clarity, on the question everybody struggles with. Should I hold or should I sell? This isn't just theory. Pirate AVAX is built for people like you, those who are tired of the guessing game. Its innovative approach brings you the tools you've been missing, giving you the power to see the top before it happens and locking your gains at the right time. Imagine this. Instead of constantly panicking while the price of something surges and dips, you finally feel calm, confident, and in control. But Pirate AVAX isn't just about helping you know when to sell. It's about empowering you to make smarter decisions at every stage of your journey. From the moment you first learn about it to the moment you cash out, Pirate AVAX equips you with what you need to succeed in the fast-paced world of crypto. This is your chance to break free from the cycle of emotional gambling and step into a new way of thinking, one grounded in real, actionable analysis. Don't just take our word for it. Here are some screenshots from Pirate AVAX's lively Discord, where people just like you are learning more about Pirate AVAX, fundamental analysis and why crypto traders need it, plus getting in-depth Q&A with the products team and more. Want to learn why Pirate AVAX has the capability for fundamental analysis so you can sell at the right time and the right price? Visit Pirate AVAX's active and helpful community on Discord, where you'll learn more about what makes this project different.